where do you even begin? So we might as well start at the end of the episode. It was really like a powerful moment, to be honest with you. Like, you got Subaru having got to this village and he's walking around, he's like looking in all these buildings, walking across this floor, you hear this like little splitter splatter, and you kind of know what it is straight away. Plus you can see some like corpse in the background. He sort of sees this mound of bodies like being burned, and then he falls down, he sees the blood, and then you realise that he was so traumatised by what he saw, he kind of just like blocked it out. That's why he didn't react to anything when he was there. It was like such a traumatic thing for him. But you can see that all those villagers were the people that he helped before. Like, you can see one of the arms of this woman, and she's got like a bangle thing on. That was the woman from one of the earlier episodes that like slapped him on the ass. So like, they're all dead. And then he hesitantly like walks up to the castle, and you see Rem's like weapon on the floor. At this point already, I'm like, oh dear. And then you see Rem on the floor, massive sword through her back, dead. And whose fault is it? Is it Subaru's? Yeah. But the question is, why is it Subaru's fault? Is it because he wanted to go there to help Amelia? No, that's not his fault. He wants to protect Amelia. That's fine. He's a bit obsessed about her now. He's kind of like took trying to help her to like a new level where he feels like he has to help her now, and that she can't do anything by herself, and that it's his responsibility. But the thing is, he doesn't have the ability to do it. You see earlier on when someone's saying to him, just stay here, don't go over there, just wait, get your gate fixed, and then everything will work itself out eventually. Being told that you're useless, I imagine even like a normal person would be quite annoyed by this. You've got to put yourself in his shoes. Like, this isn't like an anime character. This is a real person. That is an anime character, but like, he's being portrayed as a real person. So you imagine yourself in his shoes. Someone that you've been protecting, that you have a fondness for, is in dire stress, and someone's saying to you, just stay here because you're useless and you're not going to be able to help them. You would completely be annoyed by that, and you would just do this out of spite, I guess. So yeah, I thought the ending was pretty powerful, and it sets up hopefully kind of redemption in these next few episodes. So either I hope that he dies in this next episode, or he has the courage to kill himself. Which obviously, again, if you put yourself in his shoes, even though you know you've got this ability to turn back time kind of thing, and like sort of right your wrongs, it's still frightening to do this to yourself, to have to kill yourself, basically. It's scary stuff. Plus, we still don't know what his checkpoint's going to be. I know it's going to be probably after he has his fight with Amelia and she goes off, but I'm hoping it's before his first training session with that old guy. So, what he has to do is die, learn how to fight to be a badass, like literally get to almost Reinhardt levels. Well, maybe not Reinhardt level skills of fighting, but he needs to get a lot better so he's actually useful. He needs to fix his gate so he can use his magic, and then he can go down. Because I don't know how long that space was between Amelia getting pissed at him and that like attack happening on the village, but let's just say it's a week. He's got a full week to get sick, and then he can just keep dying over and over again. So he could space that week over like a year or something. I've seen Groundhog Day. He learned to do loads of stuff in like a day. But it wasn't a day, it was like hundreds of years or something. But there's a fantastic quote from this episode, which I think I will take away from it, personally. And it's a line that Crush says. She also says it in like her dress wear as well, which was, it definitely stuck with me because of that. But what she said was, don't put your head down. What can you accomplish by looking down at the floor? So it's kind of like the, what this means kind of thing. Like, you can sit there being sorry for yourself. You can just sit there just looking down at the ground. Or you could put your head up, try and improve yourself, and basically fix or achieve whatever goal you want to do. And I like that. I like Crush. Crush is my favourite one so far. I really like her. And there was a new OP as well, which I'm sure you saw. The music was okay, but it was the whole like new visuals kind of thing. And you can definitely see how much darker this series is getting. By the whole, you see Subaru and Amelia both smiling, going towards each other. And then when they cross each other, you see them both get sad. And I was like, well, we're into some really interesting stuff this arc. So yeah, we already got the darker themes established just from the OP itself. I think in this like entire episode, there was only like 2 funny parts, which I was absolutely fine with. Like, I don't mind this like tone shift. But the 2 funny parts were like made like exceptionally funnier, just based on the rest of the tone of the episode. And the one was just the guy that took Subaru to the castle, and he's like, oh no, what have I got myself into? I don't know, that was like sort of funny, but like the main funny bit was when Crush is like, so how's your gate healing going? And he goes, and it cuts to him with his like head in between Rem's breasts, and like the cat girl like trying to push herself on him. I say him, push himself on him, trying to like heal his gate. That was funny. It just made me laugh. It was really good. But yeah, the only other thing I wanted to say about this episode was I was right in my last review where I said that the purple-haired guy, Julius, the reason he attacked him and wanted to fight him was actually to save his life. And it turns out that he actually got scolded for this, and I think he lost respect or something with his other teammates or the other knights. But he did do that just so that Subaru wouldn't get killed by the other knights, so that was kind of confirmed in this episode. But this anime now is turning more into a character study of Subaru and the things that he does to either make his life shittier or trying to improve things. And at the moment he's in the shittier part, of course. We see him suffering with obsession, regret, denial, all these different things. So he needs to sort his shit out as soon as he can because he can offer so much. He just needs the opportunity to, so before he does anything, he needs to get better and he needs to learn how to wield a sword. So, yeah. Also, one last thing, Rem is best girl for Subaru. I know Crush, I said, was my favourite one, but that's my favourite one for me. I just think she's awesome. In the OP as well, you see her in her knight armour, smiling. I was like, awesome, love knights. But for Subaru, Rem cares about him just so much, and she even says to him that the reason that I'm still with you is just because I want to. And, yeah. She's awesome. No, don't be wrong. Amelia's awesome as well, but it's just I prefer Rem. Sorry. Oh, one more thing I did miss. There's a bit where Subaru goes for the forest, and the guy in the cloak appears in front of him, and then all the rest of them appear around him, and they all bow at him. That was the cult of the witch, and the reason that they bowed at him was because he had the scent of the witch on him. So they either respected him or just sort of acknowledged the fact that he's sort of with them, kind of thing, but he's not. He has the witch's blessing, so we don't really know his end goal yet, so we'll have to see. But yeah, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Is there anything I missed below? What do you think of Subaru at the moment? Do you think he's the worst main character ever? Or do you think it's interesting that this character can sort of build himself up and maybe become a better character further down the line? Also, who do you think best girl is? Just let me know below, and thanks for watching.